is up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, it's your boy Mandarin Metal, and yes, it's the second Dota video this week, 2 in a row. Wow, can you believe it? And we are on one of my all-time favorite heroes, Clinks, and we are against a Storm Spirit. Hopefully we're able to perform. We do buy a bottle for some nice and early regen. This is just going to help us with our sustain later on in the lane, or not later on, but during the laning phase. Then we go treads just for some extra movement speed and some stats. They're very good. Now the matchup between myself and Storm, I didn't feel too bad about. I felt really good in the laning phase. I was just trying to do some little damage on him, just trying to poke him every now and then, making sure I can try and deny a creep, get some creeps for myself. And that's what you do. You just poke him, and that's pretty much what you can do with Clinks. And over here, level 7, he does try to go on me, but he doesn't have dust. And we end up escaping, which was pretty nice. I eat some creeps just to gain some HP back. I don't lose a lot of CS in the lane, which is perfect. I do have very little bottle charges. And now Storm does try to go on me again, but this time he does have dust, but he had to disengage. Storm couldn't keep going at it because he was taking too much hits from the tower. I think he was quite annoyed with me because of how much damage I was doing and just poking him the whole time. The next item I am going is Phylactery. I want the Void to engage on the Pudge, and he does that. We end up doing some nice damage onto the Pudge. We end up securing the kill. The Venge actually swapped the Void in a bad spot, and Storm does TP in, but we are gonna disengage it. I don't have a lot of mana to play with. Void also doesn't have a lot of HP. We end up losing the Spirit Breaker, but it's okay. We ended up securing our core, so we didn't feel too bad about this. Now we are going to engage on these guys. The Mars is now going to engage, and I thought we'd get the Juggernaut before ulti went off, but we ended up killing him anyway. And now we are going to focus on their support Magnus. Don't know why there's a support Magnus. I don't know if you guys maybe think it's a good or a viable option, but I didn't really see the value in the Magnus being a support. We engage again onto the Juggernaut, but he does use his ulti, and now he is going on me, but we secure the kill without losing our life. Now this was a very important moment. I do have everything I need for him, and the build that I'm going on my Clinks is I'm going Orchid. This is gonna just help with that silence. I did take some advice from a few weeks ago. One of you guys left a comment saying, go Orchid, it is also quite a good item. And you know what? With the buffs Orchid got, it is a great item for Clinks. So this is exactly what we're doing. And then we're going the Kangda. It's one of the newer items in Dota. It's the Phylactery plus crit. And this is going to be very useful later on when we do get some lifesteal and get some extra damage onto the guys. And we were dominating the game quite a bit, and you can see here we are just trying to protect our Venom. It's a possible Venom, but we're trying to save our support's lives as much as we can. And Storm Spirit does the silliest thing and zips into the ulti of our Void, and unfortunately, the Storm did manage to get out, but they do lose everyone in their team. And this was our chance. This is now our chance where we will be poking high ground. I didn't really want to. I wanted us to actually get Aegis first before we poke high ground, because poking high ground is a new beast, or it's a different kind of beast. It's not always easy, but we are going to try it anyway. They do end up fortifying, but with me standing in the back and my skellies, we're just going to hit tower as much as we can. We do still have our Mars and our Void. Hopefully we can you know, secure at least a barracks. But we do end up taking down their tier 3 tower. The Kangda is ready, and now we are gonna go for our Bloodthorn for later on in the game. Bloodthorn is a very good item. We do secure 2 extra kills. It is only on the support. The Storm Spirit does zip in, but we get the kill on the Jug. Now we are going to back. Pudge is there. We need to try and dodge the hook, making sure that we don't get hooked, and we do end up dodging the hook, which is perfect. Now the Mars and I, we decide to engage onto their supports. We are trying to push these towers. We're trying to be as aggressive as possible. And the Vengeful Spirit does end up buying back. We are all here now. The Magnus, I think, is just waiting in the background, hoping for a great RP that just never came. And now, this is the time for Clinks to shine. Use all his abilities to push this tower. Storm Spirit does engage on our Venno. Venno is a little out of position, quite far forward. But we are going to now just disengage. The Magnus ends up getting a good RP on one hero. Not really that great. We do lose 2 of our heroes, and we just disengage now. Jug ulties our Mars, and he just sends the Jug back to the creep wave, and this made me laugh so much. I tried to engage on the Magnus, but I overextended. I honestly made the biggest mistake, because it's also I've got an 11 kill streak, and you can see the amount of gold the Vengeful Spirit gets. At least it was on the Venge. I'm glad it wasn't on one of their cores. So this was actually it was a saving grace. We end up taking ages. I engage on the Storm, but the Storm tries to engage on me, not realizing my whole team is behind me with all the damage I'm doing. It's not great. So they do have to disengage. The Pudge tries to engage on me, but my Void's got my back. And we end up securing the kill on their mid laner and on their off laner. This is perfect. The perfect opportunity to push high ground now, because now we've still got all our ultis. I've got everything I need, and we're just going to push high ground. Storm Spirit does buy back. The Jug is trying to engage, but with all the damage we are putting out and the slows that we have, they just aren't able to withstand the pressure that we have. We also have Aegis, and this was actually the end of the game, because they can't do anything. I am thinking of more damage, so in my quick buy I added a Pike. This is going to help me just disengage from any bad situations, and then I'm also thinking of a Daedalus, just adding pure damage onto Clinks, but it wasn't needed. We ended up securing the victory, and yeah, that was another Clinks game. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please do so. I'll see you all in the next one. Let me know what you think of the video, and yeah, hope everyone's had a great festive season. Peace out, guys. Cheers.